para sa ating annual income tax return and most likely, napaisip kayo kung ano ang difference ng 1701A sa 1701. 1701A ang kailangan natin i-file kapag yung kita natin ay puro galing sa profession o business natin. For example, full-time online freelancer ka tapos yung kita mo ay galing sa iba't ibang racket na ginagawa mo online, gaya ng copywriting, digital marketing, etc. O kaya naman, real estate broker ka at lahat ng kita mo ay galing sa real estate activities on a fee or contract basis. Sa 1701 naman ay para siya sa mga mixed income earners. For example, nakaka-receive ng salary sa company at the same time, kumikita ka sa pagpa-part-time mo ng online selling. 1701 rin ang form na ginagamit kapag kumikita dito sa Philippines pati sa labas ng bansa. Anyway, bakit kailangan nating mag-file ng ITR at magbayad ng tax? Una, dahil para magampanan natin ang ating legal na obligasyon. Kapag hindi tayo nagbayad, lumalabag tayo sa batas. Under Republic Act 10963 or Train Law, if we earn less than 250,000 pesos per year, we don't have to pay any personal income tax. But because we are practicing our profession or doing business, we have to file an income tax return regardless of the amount of our gross income. Sa madaling salita, kahit kumita man tayo o hindi, required tayong mag-file ng ITR. Kapag hindi natin ginawa, tayo ay magkakaroon ng SIC. 25% surcharge of tax due, annual interest of 12%, compromise penalty from 1,000 pesos to 50,000 pesos of tax due. Mas magandang iwasan natin itong SIC dahil para walang masayang sa ating pinagpagurang pera. Because of train law, it's easier to fulfill our obligation. Meron na kasi tayong option na i-avail ang 8% income tax rate on gross receipts basta hindi lagpas ng 3 million pesos ang kita natin sa isang taon. Ano ang mga benefits kapag inavail ang 8% gross income tax rate? Lower tax rate kapag service-oriented ang profession o business. The usual formula for graduated income tax option is revenue minus business expenses equals taxable income. Then yung taxable income subject to a graduated tax rate of 0% to 35%. Pero when you avail the 8% income tax rate option, ito yung formula. Gross receipts, based ito sa official receipts natin, additional other non-operating income, tulad ng ibang income mo na hindi related sa profession, for example, earnings from rental property, less allowable deductions of 250,000 pesos. Itong 250,000 pesos deduction, buo yung kiniklaim quarterly at annually. At dahil fixed yan, hindi mo na kailangang magtago ng resibo unlike sa graduated income tax rate. At malaking tulong ito, lalo na these days na karamihan sa atin work from home, wala namang binabayarang office, hindi rin nakakapagpakape sa client sa restaurant, at iba pa. After ng deduction, yan ang taxable income. Then, just multiply by 8%. And that is the tax due, ang kailangan nating bayarang tax. Lagyan natin ng example ito na kung magkano ang kita. Kung let us say, mababa ang operating expenses, lalo na para sa mga service-oriented business or profession, mapapansin nyo na mas mahal yung graduated income tax rate with optional standard deduction option kesa sa 8% income flat tax rate. No business tax. Based sa examples, mapapansin nyo na hindi na rin natin kailangan magbayad ng 3% percentage tax on a quarterly basis unlike sa graduated income tax option. No need to hire an accountant. Madali lang mag-compute ng tax at kapag nag-file ka pa via BIR, hindi mo na kailangan mag-compute manually. Maliban dyan, hindi mo na rin kailangan ang pirma ng independent certified public accountant dahil hindi mo na kailangan mag-file ng audited financial statement. Pero required pa rin tayong mag-bookkeeping para makita kung kumikita nga ba talaga tayo. Save time and effort. Mas madali na lang ang computation at pag-file kaya may mas oras kang gawin ang ibang bagay o mas makakapag-focus tayo sa ating trabaho. Small chance to be a candidate for audit. Dahil hindi mo kailangan ng supporting documents para sa mga gastos, mas maliit ang tsansa na mapili ka sa audit. If BIR wants to audit you beyond 3 years from the day the return was filed, you may invoke Section 203 of the 1997 Tax Code and BIR can't audit you anymore. With all the benefits I mentioned, availing the 8% flat income tax option is much better for those who are just starting their business. Kasi kung hindi lumagpas ng 250,000 pesos ang kita, walang tax na babayaran. Tapos, mas onte ang ifa-file, kaya mas makakapag-concentrate sa trabaho. Kaya yung mga nagbabalak maging real estate salesperson or real estate broker, tapos magpa-project selling, ito rin ang recommended ko kahit na may withholding tax na 10% sa commission nyo compared kung nag-VAT kayo. Mas madali kasi itong 8% income flat tax rate. Number 2, for future plans. Filing our ITR and paying taxes serve as proof that we have a legitimate and solid financial background. Kasama sa requirements ang annual ITR kapag tayo ay nangungutang sa bangko para bumili ng kotse o tirahan. Kailangan din ipresenta ang ITR para sa visa application. Number 3, for development of the country. Kapag nagbabayad tayo ng tama, nakakatulong tayo sa pag-unlad ng ating bansa. Maring isip nyo, kinukurakot ng ibang local officials yung taxes kaya ayaw nyong magbayad. Pero baguhin na lang natin ang ating mindset. Yung buwis naman natin, napupunta rin yan sa mga magandang government infrastructure projects, pampasweldo sa outstanding government employees gaya ng mga guro at iba pa. How to fill up and file EBIR forms. There are actually 3 methods to file your 1701A. One is the manual filing. Number 2, use an online tax filing and payment platforms like Taxumo or OneTax. Or number 3, file via electronic BIR forms or EBIR forms. I know merong electronic filing and payment system or EFPS method pa na accessible lang online at ginagamitan ng username and password. Kaso, hindi pa yan pwedeng gamitin para mag-file ng 1701A. Ang i-share kong method dito sa video ay yung paggamit ng EBIR forms kasi yan ang libre tapos hindi na rin kailangan mag-compute manually. Download from the BIR website and press to download EBIR forms package version 7.8. As far as I know, the file can't be installed and doesn't run on the Mac operating system. So Windows operating system lang siya gumagana. Install the software and then look for the EBIR Forms program on your start menu. Ang kagandahan kapag di-download at in-install mo yung EBIR software package, kapag bigla kang nawalan ng internet, pwede mo pa rin i-encode, i-save at burahin yung information nyo. You have to type all the details required for the first time such as TIN number and RDO code. Kapag hindi nyo kabisado yan, pwede nyo tignan yung Certificate of Registration nyo. Lagay nyo lang yung line of business, full name, registered address, zip code, phone number. You can indicate your mobile number if you don't have a telephone. And email address. Make sure you put the correct email address. This is important because BIR will send to your email the email notification or proof that you really submitted your tax return online. By the way, next time na paggamit nyo ng EBIR form, kapag tinype nyo yung TIN number tapos nag-click kayo, automatic nang lalabas yung other required information. Kaya hindi nyo na kailangang ulit-uliting i-type yung information nyo. Click the drop-down menu and choose BIR form 1701A new. Yan ang gagamitin natin to file our annual income tax return. And then, click the fill up button. May lalabas na text box pero just click the OK button to move on. Lalabas na yung BIR Form 1701A new. So for number 1, since we are paying for the annual income tax for last year, ilalagay lang natin 2020. For number 2, amended return, by default no, mag-yes lang yan kung meron tayong i-amend kasi mali yung form na ginamit natin. For number 3, short period return, just put no. For number 4, next mapapansin nyo na naka-fill up na yung TIN, RDO code, etc. Galing yan doon sa profile information na finilapan natin kanina. Kung merong mali sa information, hindi mo na siya ma-edit sa ITR. You need to go back to the main screen and edit your profile information. Then, you have to choose your taxpayer type. Since real estate broker ako, I choose professional. For alphanumeric tax code, choose the 8% IT rate of your respective taxpayer type. So, kung single proprietor, business income 8% IT rate ang pipiliin. Kung professional naman, professional 8% IT rate. Put your date of birth and citizenship. For number 13 and 14, para po yan sa mga Filipino citizen na may negosyo sa ibang bansa or deriving income outside of the country. Kung lahat ng kita nyo galing lang sa Pilipinas, no lang lang yan at leave foreign tax number blank. For number 16, choose your civil status. Kapag kinlik mong single, automatic na wala ng 17 and 18. Pero kapag married, papipiliin ka kung may income ang asawa mo. Kapag may kita ang asawa mo, click yes, then choose your filing status. By the way, kung married po kayo, ang recommended ay mag-separate filing ng income tax return. Kasi kapag na-audit asawa mo, madadami ang tax na binabayaran mo. Ma-audit ka rin. For number 19, mapapansin nyo na automatic na ang 8% income tax rate. For numbers 20 to 30, skip this first kasi automatic na mafe-fill upan yan based sa sagot mo sa page 2. Let us go to page 2 by scrolling down and clicking the next button. For section 4A, hindi natin magagalaw yan kasi para yan doon sa nag-avail ng graduated income tax rate. Section 4B tayo. Number 47, gross sales or gross receipts, total amount with receipt. I-total mo lang lahat ng resibong na issue mo na applicable sa annual ITR. Please take note, hindi kasama ang centavo sa computation ng income tax. Kapag 50 cents and above, round off to 1 peso. Kapag below 49 cents and below, magiging 0. Add non-operating income. Ilagay mo yung ibang income mo kung meron man. Kung wala, leave it at 0.00. Number 54, less allowable deductions. Ilagay lang natin ang fixed na 250,000 pesos na allowable deduction ng batas natin. Kapag ginawa natin yan, makikita natin na automatic nang na-compute yung number 55 taxable income at number 56 tax due. Lahat ng addition, subtraction, and multiplication computation ginawa na ng software para sa atin. Wala nang math dyan sa part na yan, kaya mag-focus na lang tayo sa paglagay ng tamang amount. Sa number 57, prior years excess credits, applicable yan kapag meron tayong overpayment sa previous year, hindi previous quarter ha. Number 58, tax payments for the first 3 quarters, ilalagay mo yung computation ng lahat ng basic taxes mo. Hindi kasama dyan yung penalties na binayaran mo kung nakalimutan mo mag-file ng isang quarter. Numbers 59 and 60, ilagay nyo lang yung creditable withholding tax. Yan ang advance tax na binabawas ng mga companies na nakatrabaho mo. Number 63, other tax credits or payments. Ito ay kapag nag-advance ng tax using BIR Form 0605. Kaso sino na magagawa niyan kung pwedeng magamit ang pera sa business? Pagdating mo sa number 65, nakakompute na. For part 5, fill up lang yung details kung married ka na. After reviewing all the details, return to page 1. If you check part 2 tax payable part, automatic nang nakasulat yung information. Kapag naglalakihan ka sa babayarang tax, pwede mong bayaran yung second installment on or before October 15 of the same year. Pero applicable lang yung installment option if tax due exceeds 2,000 pesos. Kung mag-claim ka, yung computation yan ay 50% of tax payable. So, dyan sa part na yan, manual ang computation mo. Ideally, before you file BIR Form 1701A, you have to know the number of attachments you will submit. Pero for now, since bago pa lang, 0 muna ilalagay ko. Next, validate. May makikita kayong text box at ang ibig sabihin lang ng validation dito sa part na to ay lahat ng kailangang information na fill upan natin successfully. Hindi yan validation na tama yung mga information, amount, and deductions na nilagay natin ha. After validation is successful, click submit. But take note that you need internet access when submitting. Kapag lumabas itong part na to, click nyo yung OK. Pero since demo lang ito, hindi ko i-click yung OK. Pagkatapos natin mag-file, meron tayong makukuhang email notification na na-receive ng BIR yung sinubmit natin or automated reply from ebir forms-no-reply@bir.gov.ph. Yung email notification, hindi siya dumarating agad. Pwede siyang dumating mamaya o sa susunod na araw. Kapag natanggap natin yan, we have to print 3 copies kasi 3 copies yung need natin i-print na 1701A. Online yung filing pero kung merong tax na babayaran, isasubmit siya sa authorized agent banks. Kung wala namang babayaran, isasubmit sa RDO nyo at ipapareceive nyo yan. Yan ang way to file BIR Form 1701A using the EBIR form method. If you learned a lot from this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and please don't forget to subscribe kasi may part 2 pa tong video na to. I will share how to create the summary alpha list of withholding taxes. Sasabihin ko rin kung ano ang mga kailangang attachment sa iyong BIR Form 1701A at paano magbayad ng annual income tax. Abangan nyo po yan. Again, I'm Mean Clemente, a licensed real estate broker and content creator. As always, thank you for watching Own Property PH.